I always have to use techniques to get the truth out of her. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. Wife, F44, cheated on me, M45, before we were married. TT for more than 20 years. Of course I think that there is more. I've been seeing a counselor who suggests that I just forget about the truth. Almost as if the truth doesn't matter. I am trying to salvage the marriage, but the truth has been my condition for moving on. Should I just forget about it? Perhaps act like none of it happened because it was long ago? Sometimes I feel like a horrible person for feeling this way. I have abandoned my efforts to ask my wife questions, as we agreed to, because it leads to an argument despite me being calm and in my opinion gentle and non-judgmental. Does the truth simply not matter? I've read a couple of books that suggest that my quest for the truth is not unusual. Update: I will preface this all by saying that I am in individual counseling to get help. I, M45, was cheated on by my girlfriend, now a wife of 25 years. Cheating happened before we were married. Yes, we were married young. Long story, but she had previously admitted to having sex with 3 guys, not at the same time, while we were dating. She also admitted to making out with another while we were engaged. During conversations about this I would increase the number to 6, which she would not deny. I have always had to use techniques, if you will, to get to the truth. I absolutely hate having to do this. I wish she would have just sat me down, looked me in the eye and told me the truth. For the last 6 months, I have been applying the pressure to get her to admit that she had sex while we were engaged. She slipped again and I took advantage by making sure she repeated herself. Example: so you had sex with other people even though I had given you a ring? Yes, I did. So you had sex with other even though you knew and understood what engagement meant? Yes. As she has done before, she tried to take it back the next day by saying, I didn't know what you meant. But when I reminded her of the questions that I asked and her answers, she could not continue the mind game of trying to take it back. She stammered and stuttered. But. Sometimes. I am not going to get into that with you. A few weeks have passed and we have had a few conversations. Mostly because I want her to confess. She has never confessed, rather she has acknowledged that what I said was true. During this time she has not tried to take it back because I think that she knows that we are beyond that. Now I am confident that it is true. I have continued to repeat that she had sex with multiple people while we were engaged in order to give her a chance to refute. She has not. The tell is that she is not too polite to interrupt me to correct something that I said that was wrong. She does it constantly. I think that she knows that it is finally out. Now that she's finally admitted to having sex with others during our engagement, I am curious about how many times and who these guys were. I won't dare ask because I know that she has a lot of shame for cheating and lying. Am I an idiot for pushing so hard? We are believers and she calls this unforgiveness. I say that I could not forgive until she admitted all of the cheating. I think that she is afraid of the next questions: how many? Who? When? With her very first admission I was much younger and immature, so I did ask questions about his size, etc. I was 20 years old then and my wife is the only person that I'd had sex, I was a virgin with, so I was trying to figure out why she cheated. I am much older and will not ask about that with these new revelations. I am really trying to make this work because it was so long ago, but the lying is what makes it hard. I don't think she cheated in the marriage, but I have to be honest with myself. When we got married I knew that she'd cheated once. I forgave that because she still made me feel like she was sorry and being honest, but she still lied about me being her first, didn't admit that lie until about year 2 of marriage. The therapist says forget about it. I am thinking about finding a different therapist. I am hoping that finally having my wife acknowledge her cheating during the engagement will help me to finally start the healing process. I still love her and I think that she knows that I am a stand-up guy and would not abandon her for this. But I think that has enabled her to keep lying for 25 plus years. Last week I asked if she was relieved after finally telling the truth. She basically blew up saying that I intentionally asked the question to make her feel bad. I did not, it was a genuine question. Here are some of the best comments from our community. If you look at biblical forgiveness, confession is always the first step. Confession, contrition, repentance, forgiveness. She can't just jump to the last step. Let me break it down. Your forgiveness and reconciliation was originally for one infidelity. It was based on lies and falsehoods. Get a new therapist because clearly the therapist isn't really on the same page with how bad it is. Have you had full disclosure? As in, a timeline? Because the very first step is to drag a timeline out of your cheating wife. You are learning about multiple affairs both early in the relationship and as late as the engagement. Here is the second story. I am on chemotherapy and my girlfriend decided to cheat. My 30M girlfriend, 28F, told me last week that she cheated with 2 different people while I am on chemotherapy. I started chemo last December. She cheated a couple of weeks into my treatment, and again a couple weeks after that. She cheated with one of her university classmates, and then with an instructor. I'm still on chemo, not quite on the clear regarding my cancer. She says that she is also sick, so she started going to the psychologist. The relationship was having some problems before my diagnosis, but I do not think cheating was a way to go. I really believe I was trying to improve myself and I am correcting my past mistakes. We are, at this moment, still together. She is suicidal, and I don't want to leave her alone. But right now I can't fully trust her. When I try talking to her at night, trying to figure everything out, she only says that she is tired, that she has been suffering insomnia, so she is trying to get some sleep. But tonight she is going to get together with her classmates at one of her instructor's apartments, where the individuals she cheated on me with will be there. If I state the facts to her, that she cheated on me while I am battling cancer, her answer is that I am hurting her with my words. In my mind I believe that she has some emotional issues, and she is trying to solve them. I really made a promise that I will be there for her even in the most difficult situations. But right now she is also leading me on and off about our relationship. She thinks we shouldn't be together, but she says that she wants to be with me. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Don't take everything on your shoulders. Try to get better and heal, don't make excuses for your GF. Focus on yourself. I know you need someone, but as you stated, you can't trust that woman. TBH, she is a boss, she even wants you to feel sorry for her disgusting behavior. Get better and get her the boot. Here is the third story. I did such a shameful act and I can't undo it. I cheated on my husband for 3 months with my best friend who was also married, so I didn't just cheat on my husband but also lied and stabbed his wife in the back. The reasons for this betrayal are something I am still trying to unravel through my individual counseling. D-Day was 5 months ago, and if there can be any saving grace in my story, it is this part, where I admitted everything to his wife and gave her whatever messages and pictures I still had in my possession and then blocked my AP. And then I finally confessed to my husband about the affair. I still remember his face when I told him, and it will be etched in my memory forever. I realized in that moment just what I am capable of, and it was not a good feeling. He didn't deserve that, and I was going to do everything in my power to heal him and myself too. I started counseling 4 days after my confession and started reading anything I could find on infidelity, its reasons and how to help my husband recover, all the while not drowning in my own shame but making some real progress both personally and in my relationship. I won't say we are healed, but we are in a much better place as compared to 5 months ago, and I have high hopes for what we are building. The aesthetics of our new relationship are not as shiny as our last one, but it's the foundation we are focusing on this time. He deserves my best version and he will get it. Here are some of the best comments from our community. It's a good thing you saw that, because it is what will keep you from going there again. Best of luck on your journey. It may be on a crooked path, but at least you faced it bravely instead of running away. And do not call the other guy your best friend. If he was that, he would have told you no, and scolded you for even thinking it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories. I always have to use techniques to get the truth out of her. Hi everyone,